In this video, we'll dive into the legendary Doom franchise, exploring each game from 1993 to 2025. Join us as we take a journey through the evolution of this iconic series, from its groundbreaking start to the latest release, and discover how Doom continues to shape the world of gaming. Doom, released in 1993, redefined the first-person shooter genre and introduced players to the iconic Doom Slayer, originally dubbed Doom Guy. This groundbreaking game mixed sci-fi and horror, sending players into a hellish battle on Mars' moons, Phobos and Deimos, after a teleportation experiment opens portals to Hell. Doom's fast-paced action, immersive 3D graphics, and atmospheric design made it an instant classic. Players take on the role of a lone space marine fighting through hordes of demons, with the primary goal being survival. The game introduced features like atmospheric lighting, moving platforms, and a stereo sound system that helped set the tone for its intense gameplay. It also pioneered multiplayer modes, including Deathmatch, which laid the foundation for future online shooters. Additionally, Doom's WAD format allowed for fan-created mods and levels, spawning a dedicated community that continues to thrive today. Doom's violent content and satanic imagery sparked controversy, but its revolutionary gameplay and influence on the FPS genre can't be overstated. The game's shareware release led to over 10 million copies being distributed by 1995, and it quickly became a cultural phenomenon. The game also popularized multiplayer deathmatch modes and set the stage for many of the online gaming experiences that followed. As technology advanced, Doom's legacy endured, with its source code released in 1997 and adaptations for modern platforms. Doom remains one of the most influential games in video game history. Doom 2: Hell on Earth, 1994. After the massive success of Doom, its sequel, Doom 2: Hell on Earth, expanded the franchise with even more intense gameplay and larger, non-linear levels. Players once again take control of the unnamed Marine, who returns to Earth after surviving Hell's invasion, only to find the planet overrun by demons. In a desperate bid to save humanity, the Marine fights his way through ruined cities and military installations to destroy the force field protecting the starport, allowing survivors to escape. However, the invasion's source is traced back to his hometown, and the Marine must venture back into Hell to confront the monstrous icon of sin and shut the portal for good. Gameplay-wise, Doom 2 didn't change the formula much from its predecessor, but it introduced new and more varied enemies, such as the Chain Gunner, Hell Knight, and Archvile, adding strategic depth to the combat. The game's level design was also upgraded, offering sprawling urban environments that transitioned into a hellish nightmare as Earth itself began to merge with Hell. The levels were more intricate, rewarding players who explored thoroughly, much like modern Doom games do. The iconic super shotgun was introduced, quickly becoming a fan favorite, along with the Megasphere power-up. While the technological improvements were minor, Doom 2 offered a seamless experience with larger maps, more enemies, and a wider variety of challenges, making it a classic in its own right. The game was also notable for its multiplayer offerings, with the famous MAP-01 entryway map becoming a staple of the early FPS deathmatch scene. Though Doom 2 didn't introduce revolutionary changes compared to Doom, its massive success, selling over 2 million copies, solidified it as a key entry in the series. It remains a fan favorite, with its fast-paced action, memorable levels, and the introduction of the super shotgun and multiplayer deathmatches. The game was eventually ported to various platforms, helping cement its place in gaming history. Final Doom, 1996. Final Doom served as a final chapter in the classic Doom series, combining two megawads, TNT, Evolution, and the Plutonia experiment, into one massive release. While it offered hardcore fans more of the beloved Doom experience, some criticized it as unnecessary given the abundance of fan-made levels available online. However, for those looking to support the series and explore new levels, Final Doom provided just that, with new graphics, textures, and a fresh soundtrack. TNT Evolution, developed by Team TNT, was nearly complete when purchased by ID Software, while the Plutonia experiment was created specifically for Final Doom by two of its authors. Both episodes continued the Doom 2 legacy, offering 30 regular levels and 2 secret levels. but with unique environments and a dark atmosphere. TNT included a new soundtrack, while Plutonia used music from Doom and Doom 2. Despite using most of Doom 2's resources, Final Doom introduced new challenges, offering a gritty conclusion to the series. Though its engine was based on the Ultimate Doom source, minor bugs and inconsistencies arose, such as issues with teleportation behavior. Despite this, it remains a significant entry for fans eager for more Doom content. Doom 64, 1997. Doom 64 was a significant entry in the Doom series, exclusive to the Nintendo 64 and developed by Midway Games under the supervision of ID Software. It was released in 1997 and later remastered in 2020. Set after the events of Doom 2 and Final Doom, it follows the Doomslayer as he battles hellish forces once more, this time in a setting where demons are resurrecting from corrupted, dead tissue. The gameplay retains the core elements of Doom, but with customized graphics and an updated engine that featured new level geometry and dynamic lighting. The 28 levels, plus 4 secret levels, were designed to be atmospheric and intense, with the player facing off against new enemies like the Nightmare Imp. Doom 64 also introduced new weapons, including the Unmaker, a powerful weapon that could be upgraded with artifacts found throughout the game. While the game was praised for its dark atmosphere, improved graphics, and level design, it didn't add significant gameplay innovations compared to earlier entries. Despite this, it garnered a cult following and was well received for its unique style and technical achievements. A notable omission was multiplayer mode, which was not included due to hardware limitations on the Nintendo 64. The Doom 64 remaster, released in 2020, continued the story with the Marine battling the resurrected demons and ultimately confronting the Mother Demon. The lost levels in the remaster continued the story, bridging Doom 64 with the 2016 Doom reboot. Doom 3, 2004. After a 7-year hiatus, Doom 3 redefined the franchise with a new approach, focusing more on horror and story than the fast-paced action of previous entries. Developed by ID Software and released in 2004, it featured a dark, atmospheric setting on Mars, where players faced demonic invasions brought about by the Union Aerospace Corporation's dangerous experiments with teleportation technology. Unlike earlier Doom games, Doom 3 emphasized slower, methodical gameplay, relying on fear and tension. The game's groundbreaking graphics, including real-time dynamic lighting and shadowing, set new standards for the genre. Players used a flashlight to navigate dark environments, which could only be used in place of a weapon, heightening the tension as demons lurked in the shadows. The story centers on an unnamed Marine sent to investigate a series of incidents at a UAC base on Mars, where experiments with teleportation technology opened a portal to hell, unleashing a demonic invasion. As the Marine battles through the base, he uncovers the true scope of the threat and ultimately confronts the villainous Doctor, Betruger, who has become corrupted by the power of hell. Doom 3 received critical acclaim for its horror atmosphere and graphics, though its slower pace and reliance on jump scares received mixed reactions. The game's success led to multiple expansions, including Doom 3, Resurrection of Evil, 2005, and Doom 3, BFG Edition, 2012, which enhanced the graphics and mechanics. With its darker tone and slower gameplay, Doom 3 marked a shift in the series, offering a more narrative-driven experience while maintaining the franchise's core elements. Doom 2016 marked the return of the franchise after a long hiatus, offering a modern reboot that blended retro gameplay with contemporary features. Developed by ID Software and published by Bethesda, it was released on May 13, 2016. The game follows the Doomslayer, an ancient warrior awakened on Mars to fight back against a demonic invasion caused by UAC scientist Dr. Olivia Pierce's experiments. With fast-paced combat, a metal-inspired soundtrack, and an emphasis on fluid movement, Doom 2016 revitalized the series for a new generation of players. Unlike Doom 3, Doom 2016 returned to its action-packed roots, featuring a range of new mechanics such as sprinting, double jumping, and a glory kill system for brutal melee combat. The game takes place in a partly terraformed Mars, where the player navigates large, open environments, fights hordes of demons, and uncovers the story behind the invasion. The gameplay is fast and fluid, with an emphasis on mobility and aggressive combat, including arena-style battles where the player fights waves of enemies to progress. Doom 2016 also introduced a robust upgrade system for both weapons and the Praetor armor, giving players more customization options. The game's multiplayer mode, while reminiscent of classic Doom deathmatches, also included the new Doom Snap Map tool, allowing players to create and share custom maps. The game received praise for its return to the franchise's roots, offering the perfect mix of old-school mechanics with modern technology. A sequel, Doom Eternal, was announced in 2018 and released in 2020. Doom Eternal 2020. Following the success of Doom Eternal took everything to the next level, delivering a faster, more intense experience. Released on March 20th, 2020, Doom Eternal features the Doom Slayer, who returns to Earth to fight off the demonic invasion caused by the corrupted Union Aerospace Corporation. The game enhances the core gameplay with new traversal mechanics like double jumping, wall climbing, a grappling hook, and the blood punch melee attack, making movement more dynamic than ever. The game introduces new weapons, including the shoulder-mounted cannon and an emphasis on aggression, where players must constantly move to survive. The Ancient Gods DLC further expands the story, introducing the Slayer's battle against Davoth, the Dark Lord of Hell, and concludes the Slayer's arc in a truly epic manner. In Doom Eternal, players must battle Hell Priests and uncover the truth behind the invasion, ultimately facing off against the Khan Maker and the Icon of Sin to save Earth. The game also features an upgraded multiplayer mode called Battle Mode, where players can face off in asymmetrical 2 versus 1 deathmatches, playing as either the Doom Slayer or powerful demons. With its larger scale, more intense combat, and deeper lore, Doom Eternal became a worthy sequel, cementing the Doom Slayer's place as one of gaming's most legendary heroes. Doom: The Dark Ages, 2025. Revealed at the 2024 Xbox Showcase, Doom: The Dark Ages is a prequel to the 2016 reboot, exploring the Doom Slayer's origins and his war against the forces of Hell. Set in a medieval world, the game features a distinct aesthetic, moving away from the futuristic hellscape of Doom and Doom Eternal. New additions, such as a shield for the Doom Slayer and a dragon-like creature that players can control, provide fresh gameplay elements. While the game retains the gory, hard-hitting combat of its predecessors, the gameplay is slower, focusing more on ground combat and exploration. Players will traverse both linear combat areas and expansive open environments, returning to previously explored areas to uncover more secrets. A parry system and the return of glory kills add to the gameplay's intensity. Doom: The Dark Ages offers a darker, more cinematic experience, with the Doom Slayer transported to a medieval world to confront Hell's forces. The game is set to release on May 15, 2025, for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X/S. After diving deep into all the Doom games, it's clear how the franchise has evolved over the years. From the groundbreaking classic of 1993 to the fast-paced, brutal action of Doom Eternal, the series has constantly pushed the limits of what an FPS can be. Each game brought something unique, whether it was the atmospheric horror of Doom 3, the medieval twist in Doom, the Dark Ages, or the relentless action in Doom 2016. For me, Doom Eternal stands out as a modern masterpiece, combining the best elements of the classic games with fresh gameplay mechanics, stunning visuals, and a compelling storyline. But of course, every Doom title has its own charm. I'd love to hear which one you prefer. Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more Doom content.